Okay, this time I will be trying to look at my cards less. Please ignore the giant Groot in the background. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. That is said by Aristotle, a man we look to for knowledge even centuries later. My columnist is Amanda Marcotte. She is a blogger who tends to write on feminism and politics. She tends to lean towards the liberal view on subjects that I will discuss in this speech. They range from the border wall to the recent government shutdown. Expanding on my previous statement, the articles I will reference mostly have a political overtone. In her article, Abolish ICE? That's not enough. Border enforcement needs radical change. She uses anecdotes and pathos to convey her message. The anecdotes include Border Patrol agents being caught abusing immigrants. These range from breaking an 11-year-old boy's arm to sexually assaulting a female. This supports her claim of effectiveness being put over humanitarian beliefs. With all of this said, Marcotte uses logos to reassure and point back to the title of her article. In paragraph 4, she states, "Every country needs some control over customs, travel, and immigration at airports and other parts of entry." She acknowledges the Abolish ICE movement, with respect while also inputting her own ideas and criticism. During the analysis of, let's talk impeachment. Wait, on second thought, maybe let's not. Marcotte adds a hint of personality with a comedic reference to her cat, comparing asking ambitious Democrats for patience to telling her cat, "Slow down there, buddy, or you'll choke yourself," in paragraph 6. She uses this as more than a comedic reference. It is also a representation of Democrats being too consumed with the idea of impeaching President Trump that they end up harming their political party instead. She follows with the candid truth that receiving 20 Republican votes during a Senate impeachment trial seems practically impossible. Another example of using logic to further her point. Amanda Marcotte goes as far as to add, though this atheist believes Christ will return to earth before that happens, using her personal views to create a sense of exaggeration. Finally, Ms. Marcotte uses diction to prove her points throughout the article. House Democrats unveil their first big bill, protecting democracy in the Trump era. She describes the idea of President Trump's border wall as a racist, ridiculous fantasy in the first paragraph. Her choice of words convey her disgust to the audience. Marcotte also describes the Democrat agenda and policy as the good democracy needs. It adds to the positive connotation of the For the People Act. Marcotte takes the opportunity to describe a situation where Republicans intimidated citizens to not vote. This was mostly directed at young people of color. The definition she includes of democracy is keeping citizens in the processes of the government, and that the current administration is not meeting that standard. At times, we as humans see others as their opinions rather than the person behind the beliefs. I will admit that I was skeptical of agreeing with someone quite literally on the opposite spectrum of myself, and I have a sense of pride saying that my initial thoughts were incorrect. Thank you for your time.